Boys, we live on this thing? Are we good yet? What's going on? How we doing today? I hope y'all are ready for this. I hope y'all are ready for College Football 27. It's gonna be fun. All right, my chat is officially locked in now. Thomas, we locked in. It's been a while, chat. I think somebody said that they forgot what I look like. I'm here. I might be kind of late. We got 7 minutes till the new game drops, but bro, Air Dog in the house. What's good? Andrew, Veronica's back in here. Cade said that he didn't remember what I look like. Y'all know I gotta rep the Coastal jersey. You know it's a good day when he live. Hey, I just fingers crossed hope that we're gonna be live a lot more. I think that you guys can all tell by now, today we are going to be running College Football 27 Mascot Imperialism. It's the first thing I wanted to do whenever I was live. I do need to go live on TikTok. And yeah, so I need to do a few things in the back end. I'm still going to be trying to pay attention to chat and whatnot, but I got to upload some videos before we really lock in today. You know, just to make sure everything's good. And then right when the game drops, we're going to be running College Football Mascot Imperialism. TikTok doesn't need you. I just want to be live on everything. I think that was, that's my strategy. Go live on everything and we will, go from there. But I just have the promo video to get up over here. Actually I exported it to the wrong one. Go figure. Oh, all right. We can fix this. We can fix this. Trust, chat. This is going to get way smoother as we go on. Like, as we do more streams, we're going to be back. I promise at one point we will be back. Let's try this one. Let's download this. Hopefully this is the right file. I got to download the other one on my iPad. This is going to be a cool setup, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, you guys are going to want to stay tuned for Mascot Imperialism because I think I streamlined this entire thing to really work out well. But I wanted to go live at 2 o'clock. College Football 27 Imperialism. And I'm going to walk you guys through everything that we changed because there have been a lot of changes to the setup and everything. I think you guys are going to appreciate it. It's going to have some more chat interaction. Yeah, it's going to be fun. All right, we're going to have that to go live. I do need to check on the YouTube short, and then we are going to get cooking, boys. I promise. And I'm going to be able to talk to chat and whatnot because I know y'all want to pay it. Y'all want me to pay attention to y'all. Live right now. Perfect. Done. All right, how much time? We got 4 minutes until the game drops, y'all. Somebody tell me to hurry up. Who's the best mascot in College Football 27? Question mark. And then we are going to schedule this so that I don't have to worry about it for 2 o'clock p.m. And then we need related video to our live. Then we got 26 of y'all in the house. Let's go, chat. I'm getting the MVP Plus membership. That's sadly the only way you can play the game early, 7 days early. But I'm hype. I'm hype about it. I got it. And y'all should too. But here's the deal. I'm going to run you guys through this very soon. I need to pull up. Okay, I need to go live on TikTok when this drops, and then I'll be able to walk everyone through, and I'll actually be able to pull up the in-game scene because I can't see my PlayStation right now. But there we go. That should have worked. Now I can pull that up, and we're good. Perfect. You guys should be able to see. It's GTA right now. Is this the CFB timer? There we go. Y'all can officially see that we got 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. Rip the Xbox. The only reason I moved away from Xbox, gotta dig on my couch, is so that I have the portable PS Portal. I like this because whenever I was working at Call Me Nutrition, I wanted to still be grinding coins, so I was just on there and everything. And so I liked it. All right, now, oh, I gotta go live on Twitch. I don't know how to do that. All right, I guess we're pulling up just Twitch. Anybody know how to like actually be a streamer? Not me. I don't know. Log in. All right, use SMS instead. Let's see. Bro, I'm supposed to get a code, but it's not sending me a code. Did you forget how to stream? Listen, I don't even know the last time I streamed. Like, actual gameplay. I know we went live for the draft, and if y'all were in that stream, that was a lot of fun. But I don't remember the last time we even played one of these. And then we're putting Imperialism on top of that? It's gonna be a fun stream, I'll tell you guys that. We're gonna be live for like 8 hours, maybe more. Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, Twitch. All right, channel, is that where I go? I'm just gonna go live. We'll just see how that works. All right, I should be live on Twitch now. Creator dashboard? Could that be it? Stream manager? Yes. Yes. Then we gotta edit this. We gotta edit our title, chat. Bro, how much time do I have? It's less than a minute. I got 30 seconds till we're back. Oh my God, chat. College Football 27. Mascot Imperialism. Change this. Search category. College Football 27. Oh, chat, I'm fumbling. I'm fumbling, chat. All right. We should be good. We should be good, boys. Here's the deal. It is officially 2 o'clock and it's officially time to stream College Football 27 Mascot Imperialism. We're loaded in right now. Y'all already know. And we are going to get our first look at this game. Look at Malachi Tony right there. Bro, I can't hear it. I can't hear my game for some reason. Oh, yes, I can. We just got to turn it up a bit, chat. There we go. I'm getting my senior photos done at Lambeau Field. There you go, Bo. All right, we got to accept this. And then I'm going to walk you guys through how this is going to work. So, let me start TikTok real quick. Actually, I'll go to the in-game page just so that y'all can actually see it. I got to post TikTok, then we got to go live on TikTok Studio, and then we will officially be
entering
popping.
Menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu
No,
narration?
turn this off.
No,
turn the
off.
menu guarantee off. All right, what is my favorite team? What do y'all think we're going with? For the first time, it is not going to be Coastal. We're going with Ole Miss. We're going with Ole Miss this year. We're going to be going Heisman level difficulty, passing, revamp passing. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Crossplay, we'll enable that. There we go. Yo, what's good? 3 a.m. Caleb? Yo, got Colorado, bro. I'm not choosing Colorado. That's insane. But we are officially in. That's fired. Now, I got to go to TikTok. Live info. College Football 27 Mascot Imperialism. Add topic, gaming, college football 27. Can I go live? Can I please go live? Why is it not letting me go live? Oh, we're live on TikTok now, chat. All right. Yo, Pee-wee Chungus, what's good? How you doing today? When can I get mod on YouTube? I don't know how it's all gonna go down. I gotta focus on recording this. Yo, turn game volume down a little bit. It's a lot. Okay. John, we're gonna try that for right now. And then I need to pull up TikTok Live Studio over here so that I can see the chat. I should be able to see TikTok chat now. And now, boys, are you ready to go? Are we ready to go? Oh, my activities aren't loading now. All right, give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's open source projector onto... Nope, that wasn't it. That was not it. Yo, the dono! Let's go. All right, I should have been more prepared, Chad. I'm sorry. Open source projector, new window. I can just go new window. Perfect. All right. Now I can finally see whenever somebody subs. We're good. Let's get into this content, y'all. All right, I'm going to start recording. We're going to zoom out. Live is not eligible for recommendation. All right, whatever. Listen, chat, we are now recording. Let me explain what we're doing today. It is officially the first day of College Football 27, and today, y'all already know we're running Mascot Imperialism. So this is how it's gonna work. There are 118 mascots in College Football 27. And as y'all can see on your screen right now, we have every single one of them on the map. You got the big dogs like Georgia. You got the big dogs like Coastal Carolina right there. Y'all already know. And then also, they added the Pop-Tart Bowl mascot. And so today, we're going to be playing College Football Imperialism until there's one left standing. Some teams are missing. They're going to get added later down the line, but we're running it with the 118 teams that you can see on this map. The way that it's going to work is we're going to be spinning this wheel right here to see what team it lands on. Once we have a team, then we are going to go over to this arrow and spin it to find what direction they'll be attacking in. Then we go to our map and they will attack in that direction. And we load into Mascot Imperialism to see them trying to win it all. So to start things out, how about we go ahead and get things started? What do y'all say? Let's go ahead and spin the wheel to see which team will be attacking first. And it looks like we're in this season. It's going to be none other than Cincinnati. So now how this works is we go to our directional wheel. But before we do the directional wheel, I do want to show you guys the map and where Cincinnati is located. So they've got... I actually want to, like, can I see what this layer is called? Rename layer. So they've got Ball State to their left. They've got Notre Dame to their northwest. That's right, chat. I got to lurk on my cardinal directions. And then up to their north, they got Bowling Green to their right. They've got Ohio State. And right to their south, they've got none other than Miami University. I believe that's what their name is. Yeah, it's Miami University. So now how this is going to work, we're going to go over to our arrow spin. I need to make sure that it's all lined up. It's going to get easier once we go through the first ones. And we're going to go ahead and see what direction they are attacking in. It looks like they're going to the east, so that means it's Ohio State defending their land. So now we're going to load into play now, College Football 27. Just look at this thing. That is awesome. Play. We are going into mascot mashup. And remember, the attacking team is always going to be the away team. So we're going to go play now. This is the nice thing about doing this. You don't have to be online for mascot mashup. So I got to switch in game. That's my bad, chat. That's my bad. But we're going to load into the game and we have Cincinnati attacking. So we're going to the CCI Cincinnati Bearcats, and they are going to be trying to attack Brutus of Ohio State. Obviously, everybody's a 99 overall, so that doesn't really matter, but let's go ahead and load into this game. We're going to be putting it on Heisman level difficulty for everyone. And now, before I get into this, chat, let's have some fun. If you are on YouTube or Twitch, who do you think wins? Do y'all have Cincinnati or do y'all have Ohio State? There is going to be a poll that pops up right below my camera. Type 1 if you think Cincinnati's gonna make it, and type 2 if you think that Ohio State's gonna win it. So that's how we're gonna be running it, and y'all will see it actually updates on the screen now, which is so sick. Sadly, NKCA on TikTok, I haven't gotten it just yet on TikTok, but in 3 streams, y'all should have it. So now let's go ahead and load into our first game of College Football 27 Mascot Imperialism. We're playing in Ohio State Stadium. They got the home field advantage, so honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Ohio State win this, but the beauty of Mascot Imperialism is anyone can win. They're all the same exact teams. We're just gonna have to wait and see what they do. All right, let's go ahead and, how do I delete messages? I gotta be able to delete messages on this. All right, actually, I don't think it even pops up. I think somebody already deleted it. Non-Co says 1. Cade says 1. Bro, everybody's rocking with Cincinnati. All right, actually, I don't think the poll's loading just yet. Chat, what does the poll say right now? What can I see? How many votes does it have? Why does it just say 3 and 1? All right, something messed up. Something messed up. But basically, y'all will be able to vote, and it should track. Honestly, let me pull up StreamerBot. That's what it is. I gotta log into YouTube real quick. All right, chat, we're gonna end this poll, and I'm starting one more. I'm starting one more really quickly. And once I have this down, it will be much better, I promise. All right. Who do y'all think wins? Question mark. All right, now we're going Cincinnati and then Ohio State. And you only get one vote. So your first vote counts. Go ahead and type in chat. 1 for Ohio, 1 for Cincinnati, 2 for Ohio State. Now it should actually load and we'll be able to actually jump into this. We are going to go into Super Sim, and we are going to, we're going speed fast, jump ahead to the end of the game. Here we go. Actually, I'm going to go quarter by quarter just to kick things out. It looks like Cincinnati Bearcats are going to score first. Ohio State doubles it down, and they do get even. All right, we got to go to the end of the game. I'm trying to get a rhythm, chat. I'm just trying to get a rhythm, and then we're going to get into this. So, now that Ohio State's got to answer, they do. Cincinnati drives back down and scores. It's 28-21. Ohio State's got the lead. We're going into the fourth quarter, and I think this is when we're going to actually jump into play. We're going to go slow it down, jump ahead to the end of the game, and jumping into our first game, it is currently 35 Ohio State to 24 Cincinnati. Cincinnati does luckily have the ball. They're down by 11 points, though, so they got to score here. Luckily, they are in the red zone, so we got to see what they can end up doing. I'm going to go ahead and toggle the poll, chat. Cincinnati's going to run. They're going to pick up a first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Now we just got to see what happens. I do feel like, low-key, I might need to switch here whenever they're attacking on that side. But y'all should still be able to see everything. Let's go ahead and see. I am going to remove chat, though. Cincinnati drops back to pass, and Brutus gets the sack right off the bat. So now it's 2nd and goal from the 12-yard line. Remember, Cincinnati's got to score quick, and they probably also have to go for the onside kick as well. When are you playing Road to Glory, Harley Quinn? I don't know just yet. I have this whole schedule. I have things lined up, but I don't know where Road to Glory falls into that. All right, Cincinnati takes the snap, and it's almost picked by Ohio State. That brings up 3rd and goal now, chat. King, what's good? Good to see you too, homie. All right, what is gonna happen? We got 2 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock. Is Clemson still in? This is the first matchup, so nobody's been eliminated just yet. You're in for the start, Ben. All right, let's see what they can do. The Bearcats take the snap. They're going to target the end zone, and it is going to be caught, but it's going to be 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. They do have all 3 timeouts, so worst case scenario, they do probably kick a field goal here. No, that doesn't even work because they're down by 11, so they got to go for, I guess they could kick a field goal here and then go for 2 the next time. Auburn is still in it, yes. Hey, you're in France. That's sick, Ben. So Cincinnati is going to opt to go for the field goal to bring it to an 8-point game. They're going to drill it, making our score 35-27. And now it's all coming down to an onside kick. I was delayed. Did you see my message? By the way, stream looks good. I turned game volume down by 30%. Sounds good. All right, let me know if that's better. Right down the middle for the Bearcats. This is a close game. And surprisingly, Cincinnati's not going for the onside kick, and they're just going to kick it down deep to Brutus. He's going to take the fair catch, meaning they're going to be starting at the 25-yard line, and they cannot let Ohio State get a first down, or this game will be over. All right, Brutus takes the snap. He's going to hand it off, and Cincinnati meets him in the backfield. 2nd and 11. Cincinnati does use their first timeout. Amber, yes, I do remember you. I'm not going to have the game till maybe end of July? Dang, Jaden. Are you back for good? I am, Dimitri. All right, Brutus, 2nd and 11. You got to try to clutch up. They run a wildcat directly to the halfback, and he's going to pick up like 4 yards right there, bringing up 3rd and 5. We're going to see another timeout, and look at the mascot getting into the action right there. Ohio State got this in the bag? I don't know about that. We've got a moonwalking on the field. And let's see, he takes the snap. He's gonna drill. And we're getting a 4th and inches, chat. We're getting a 4th and inches. Cincinnati just wasted that last time out. I wouldn't be surprised if Ohio State punts this ball back to Cincinnati. I don't know, chat. They are. They're gonna punt this ball back to Cincinnati. I need to go to the other page right there. And it's blocked. The kick is blocked. Cincinnati gets the ball within the red zone already. Whoever said Ohio State's got this in the bag might be wrong. Cincinnati takes the snap. He's going to find his man. First down. We are 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. 1 minute, 40 seconds left. I don't think the clock's really going to be a matter of a factor here. So now it's time to see if Cincinnati can clutch up and potentially send our first ever game of college football 27 mascot mashup into overtime. You still got Ohio State? Let's see. Gonna go to the end zone, and he scored it. He's leveled the game if they can convert the 2-point conversion. This is what you want from college football mascot imperialism for the first game. Bro, I already feel my voice, Cade. It's gonna be rough. But the Bearcats officially tie this game up. Look at that one-on-one matchup. Bro, I'm not gonna be able to speak because I haven't streamed in forever. But we're gonna be vibing out today, chat. Watch them miss the 2. We're about to see, Veronica. I hope they don't. I hope our first game goes to overtime, because do you know how crazy that would be? It all comes down to this. They're going with a screen pass? What were they thinking? Ohio State easily gets to stop, and now they actually do have to go for an onside kick. But remember, they're all 99 overall, so there's no telling what's going to happen. But Brutus is going to recover, and with that, Ohio State's going to win and successfully defend their land. So now we got to remove Cincinnati from our map. Chat, how crazy was that first matchup? That is insane that happened. But Ohio State does officially win 35-33. Look at their QB. He went off 219 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 81% completion rate. But I think we're all saying what Air Dog's saying. Holy choke. I mean, you can't throw a screen on a 2-point conversion. I don't know. But with that, we're officially loading back into Photoshop because the Cincinnati Bearcats, they're no more, chat. They're getting removed, and we are claiming their land. This is going to take like a work in progress, but we're taking their land, and we are giving it to none other than Ohio State. We got to go ahead and select Ohio State's color. We got to paint it red, and they are no more. They are no more, chat. We're going to deselect that, and then we should try to find where it is. I actually don't know where it is. I was going to try to keep it a clean layer, but we'll call it a day. So this is what your new map is looking like after our first matchup. Cincinnati is officially out. Yes, I do also have a YouTube channel, and we're live over there running the same thing where you guys on TikTok can actually see the map. So now we got to remove Cincinnati from our wheel spin. We're going down here. We're going to the C's. Good. I'm glad you guys can see this happening. We're going to delete their slice, and we have Now 117 teams left on this wheel. So it's gonna happen pretty fast, chat. But we're gonna go through all of these teams until we're left with one. So to find our next attacker, we gotta go to the wheel spin, and it looks like we're going to the S, and your Florida Gators are gonna be on the attack. So taking a look at who Florida could attack. You've got UCF to the southeast. Then to the north, they got Georgia. That is not a matchup they're gonna wanna see. I don't think they can really see Auburn unless they get a perfect little angle right there. But then they also have South Alabama if they go directly to the west. Is NDSU going to be in here? Sadly, they're not. Their mascot wasn't added to the game just yet. But we need to go ahead and decide who Florida is going to be attacking. So we're heading over to our directional arrow, and it looks like they're going to be going to the east. So I don't really know what we want to call this, chat, but I would put that right there. And I think we can actually do something really cool now. I've got an Apple Pencil for Photoshop, so we can switch over to our white color. And I can show you guys that Florida's arrow was going like this. So I think that barely clips UCF, and UCF is going to be defending their land against Florida. So now we're going to pop into our game, and we're going to set up this matchup. Is that fire, chat? Do we like that view? That's what I was most hyped for, bro. I know. It sucks that they couldn't get everybody in. But I'm going to end the poll for our last matchup. All right, I want to hide chat box here. And now we're going to make a new poll with Florida and UCF. So go ahead and vote in the poll, y'all. Let us know who y'all think is going to win. Remember, UCF does have home field advantage, and Ohio State had home field advantage last time, so who knows what's going to happen. Are you from Myrtle Beach to have a Coastal shirt? I actually graduated from Coastal a year ago. So I went there, which is really cool. I had to rep them for the first stream of College Football 27. Let's load into Mascot Mashup. A lot of people are thinking that Florida's going to take this one. I don't know. Remember, guys, you only have to vote once. But let's go down to UCF. They are going to be our defending team. We got Nitro. And then for Florida, we've got Albert. We've got Albert versus Nitro. Who do you guys got? Oh, that's sick. I'm like 10 minutes away from the stadium. You're a Ravens fan. There you go. That was sick when they had Likely. All right, now let's go ahead and load into the matchup. Yeah, my YouTube channel's name is just ModixHD. Same exact as, well, no, my TikTok's more Modix, but it's ModixHD. When are you doing a head-to-head with viewers this year? It's going to be next week, Ashton. But trust me, that is coming. All right. We're seeing Nitro go ahead and run out to their home stadium. Y'all can actually get a feel for what this field looks like, what the stadiums look like. Julian, type 2 for UCF. It's number. LSU play yet? No, they have not. We saw Ohio State defend off Cincinnati, so they stayed alive. Cade, you're not new here, bro. Don't be trolling. But here we go. We got Nitro coming out. But Albert's going to be a big test. I'm going to tell y'all right now, if I had to choose one, I think I'm going with Florida. I think we're going to see Florida take him down. I'm clearing the poll right now. We got to go to Super Sim. Jump ahead to the end of this game. Will this be as entertaining as our last matchup? Florida has to settle for a field goal right away. UCF takes the lead. They are now up 10-6. It's a bunch of field goals this turnaround. Maybe they're just not as good teams, but UCF is going to get into the action. They are currently up 17-9, and we're going to go ahead and watch the rest of this game. Jump ahead to the end of the game. Florida currently has the ball, but just like our last game, the scenario is they're down 8 points. So if they could score a touchdown and maybe not go for a screen pass on the 2-point conversion, they could tie this game, and we could honestly see a overtime finish. They're going to run an RPO there on first down. That brings us to 2nd and 3. And luckily for Florida, they still have all 3 timeouts as well. Innocent Rex rooting for UCF? Honestly, opposition JW, I could easily see NDSU making the playoffs somehow. Because they could easily win that conference. Hey, Spitball was good. All right, Albert's going to take the snap. He's going to find Albert for the first down. It's going to be a pickup of like 10 yards, right around there. We are going to see Albert and the Florida Gators take their first time out. They're on the 21-yard line right now. I need to go ahead and switch to this view so that we can actually see the touchdowns. Albert is going to roll out, and he senses some pressure. Luckily, he does find a man, but they only pick up 5 yards, and they get tackled inbounds, so this clock is still running. So they got 16 yards to go, a minute left. We'll see if the clock is going to keep running or if they're going to end up using their second timeout. I think they want to save that for worst-case scenario, though. Albert gets up to the line, 55 seconds left. He's going to take the snap. He's got man going on verts, and he is going to score a touchdown. They get in there, and now it's all coming down to the 2-point conversion. If they get it, we get overtime. If they miss it, UCF basically wins. Modix, what happened to your Apple Watch? Bro, I'm just not wearing it today. I still have it. We'll see if Florida is a better play calling team than Cincinnati, because Cincinnati going for a screen pass was completely absurd. And we better not see that now, because Florida, you know you're an SEC team. No hate to Cincinnati, but they just don't belong in the SEC. SEC knows how to play football. And we'll see if Florida can take down UCF. Do you remember TTV won Carter? I do, yes. Is 27 better than 25 and 26? 1 minute and I'll answer that. Albert, it all comes down to this. He's setting a man in motion. They're going to take the snap. It's going for the handoff, and he's going to get in to tie our game 17-7. We could be going to our first overtime game between UCF and Florida. Chat, this is insane. This is actually insane. Florida's going to kick things off. And we'll see what Nitro decides to do. He's going to want to return it. He only gets to like the 22-yard line. Now we got to switch over to our in-game on the right so we can see if they score a touchdown. All right, UCF, Nitro takes the snap. He's got a man, but it's going to get beat down by 2 Gators. I have not gotten the meta glasses, King. No. Hey, let's go, Carter. W. Sports King, I do remember you. Yes, sir. Sports King, aren't you the UCF fan? Or was that somebody else? Was that Dylan, actually? Could have been Dylan. All right. Nitro takes the snap. They've got 42 seconds to work with. They're just going to throw it away. It's 3rd and 10. Honestly, at this point, Florida still has 2 timeouts. So if they get a quick stop here, who knows? We might even see another block punt. Nah, I'm the LSU fan. Classic Lane Kiffin followers. Nah, not me. I'm an NC State fan. Oh, I got you, Rec. All right. Let's go, Nitro. He takes the snap. He's just going to go with a simple handoff. We do see a stop by Florida, followed by their second timeout, meaning they've got 1 more left. And we'll see. Maybe we won't be going to overtime. Cody, half the people have probably had kids since you last streamed. Probably, John. All right, let's see what Nitro can do. He is going to get this punt off, and it looks like it's going to be down all the way to the... Oh, my God, it's a touchback. That had to be the longest punt I've ever seen. All right, we got to load over here. Let's see what they can do. Albert, going to try to run. Nothing's going to come of it. They're probably not going to use their timeout. And they're probably just going to run a Hail Mary at the very end. But if that is not converted, we're going into OT, ladies and gentlemen. Lane is my least favorite coach. Okay, good. All right, Albert. Will you have a successful Hail Mary to potentially gain some land? They're not even going to get the snap off. There was no harm, no foul if you just tried to huck it up. But with that, we officially have our first game of overtime. So they do show you the overtime rules. Guys, honestly, I'd get College Football 27 no matter what. For those of you asking, I did get to play in Chicago. EA invited me out. It was awesome. From what I played, it's awesome. I personally, oh my God, I can't even talk. I personally haven't even been able to play the actual game because I decided I'd rather run this bit of content first to start things out. But I will be playing the game in the future, obviously. This should last like 4 days, and then we'll go from there. Hey, what's good, Caden? Bear Dog, yeah, I remember you. All right. It looks like Nitro's going to be starting us off in overtime. They're going to choose to try to run the football. It hasn't been that successful against Florida. They do pick up 2 yards, and it is now 2nd and 8. Remember, Florida will get the opportunity to respond. So we'll see. Bro, how do I... Oh, my God. All right, it's fine. We're going to go ahead and see it rush, and right when I'm saying that the run doesn't work against Florida, Nitro's in the end zone off just a basic run. That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. All right, I need to set my thing to do not disturb. How do I do that, chat? Anybody know? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I go here, online status, appear offline. Is that right? You got to turn off the noties in PS5 probably? I just don't know anything. Yeah, Luke, of course. If you guys have any other questions, just let me know. All right, so now the big question is, will UCF decide to kick their extra point? It looks like they will. Bro, look at all the Florida Gator tails just lined up. I mean, that could honestly block a kick in itself, but Nitro is going to drill it, bring our score to 24-17, and now all the pressure is shifting onto Florida. Have you done Kentucky yet? I have not, Hendog. Have not done Kentucky yet. We've only done Cincinnati versus Ohio State. Ohio State won that, and now we've got Florida trying to bounce back against UCF. Albert takes the snap. We'll see what he can do with it. He's sensing some pressure. He's going to throw. It's going to be incomplete. Bro, Cody, I can't believe the future won the national championship and I lived in Indiana. There you go. That's fire. All right, 2nd and 10 now. This quarterback's having the time of his life. We'll see what he can end up doing. He's going to take the snap, and that's not too bad. They do pick up the first down. He's gone 158 yards, 1 touchdown. He's looking to possibly make that 2, or maybe they'll just run. Bro, at auto type? Gavin, what's good? I do remember you, bro. When does it come out? When does what come out, Hendog? All right, let's see what they can do. You're at the 13-yard line. They're probably looking for the end zone, and he's got a man in for the score. There we go. College Football 27. If you got the MVP Plus membership, it's out today. But it's in a week. Bro, how do I turn off noties? Oh, there we go. Do not disturb. There we go. I figured it out. I appreciate y'all messaging me. That's W, but I gotta keep it clean for the live stream. Modix, can you predict what is the breaking news is? What do you mean, King? Yes, Carter. I will be live tomorrow at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, it looks like Florida is trying to force double OT here with the extra point. If that was me, I'm probably going for 2. You have the opportunity to end it there, but we'll see if that comes back to bite Florida in the butt. We're going into double OT, though. Florida is going to start off with the ball, and now they have to go for 2 if they do end up scoring a touchdown. All right, Albert, let's see what you got. You just scored pretty easily against the Nitro's defense. They're going to find on the wheel route. Albert's going to get 8 yards, bring it up 2nd and 2. Bro, how's your girlfriend been? I remember you last live, you were talking about her. She's great. She's got a full-time job. She's at work right now. She'll probably pop into the stream later. All right, but now 2nd and 2 from the 17-yard line. What kind of play do you run here? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they do go with the handoff, and they do. It's an outside run. He almost picks up the first down, but he's going to be inches short. So this is a big-time 3rd and inches because you got to pick this up. Honestly, we could see the new QB sneak meter coming into play. Yes, Gavin, hopefully I'm going to stream consistently. I remember when you had a mullet. I still kind of do. All right, they're going to run it. It's going to be wide open running room. We see a juke, and they're in the red zone now. 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Are they going to score, or are UCF's defense going to actually clutch up? My favorite college football team, Hendog, is Ole Miss. I'm a big Trinidad Chambliss guy. All right. What's going to happen? They take the snap. They fake the handoff. And that play action's going nowhere. I feel like they had a guy wide open in the back of the end zone. They choose to go to the wrong side, and who knows? Position for you to stream every day for July like last year? I got you, Bear Dog. I got you. All right. Once again, we're trying from the 5-yard line. They're going to go with a straight-up pass here. He's going to send some pressure. Nitro does get in there to break up the pass, bringing up 3rd and goal. They don't get here. They got a big decision to make. Do they kick the field goal? Do they just try to score? Who even knows? Who even knows, bro? Where's Conway? He's hanging out with our roommate right now. It's an empty backfield. Let's see. We know that they're going to be passing this football. Nitro looks to be sending some pressure, and he's going to have a man, and he's going to hold on to the pass to score a touchdown. And now it's time for the 2-point conversion. Jack Anderson, that was you texting you? Yeah, I would be responding, but, you know, I'm live right now. Can't respond live. I can respond to the chat, obviously. How we feeling about Road to Glory? I heard free safety and edge is low-key boring. I don't know, Ashton. I haven't gotten a chance to play it, but I will be playing it in the future. Don't even stress about that. All right, so now Florida's got a decision to make. What kind of play call do you come up with? You get one shot from the 3-yard line. They're going to go an option play, and the quarterback keeps it to bring the score up 8. So that puts a lot of pressure to UCF. They not only had to score a touchdown, but they also got to get the 2-point conversion now, or else Florida's going to be claiming their land. And remember, UCF does have the home field advantage at this point. So it will be interesting to see what happens. Florida's sending some pressure. This one could be done. Oh, he gets a foot out of bounds, so it's not going to count. But Florida did come away with a pick. Game looks pretty good. I'm loving it so far. Obviously, I'm just watching. I got to play it in Chicago, but I'm not playing it now. I'm surprised Florida didn't even try to challenge that. But Nitro, got to be more careful with the ball here. He's going to take the snap. I need to switch to this view. I need to keep on remembering to do that. Which actually, I need to go into Stream Deck. I'll drag that right there. No, go there. Let's see. Scene, go there. Then we're going in-game 2. All right, Nitro takes the snap. He's got a man. It's going to be before the first down marker. They get 5 yards there, bringing them to the 7-yard line. All right, so now I can switch between this, chat. We're good. And I will say I need to go ahead and put that there, that there. Perfect. All right, Nitro's got to score here. He takes the snap. Florida doesn't send too much pressure, and that's going to cost him as UCF easily gets in for the score. Yo, I appreciate the follow on TikTok. Carter, are you from Indiana? Slime, answer me. It was my birthday yesterday. What's up, Kendall? Boo, worst football teams ever. I will say Florida State's not in it, so you got to find a new team to root for, Kendall. All right. They got to pick up the 2-point conversion. They do not want to be like Cincinnati in our first match and throw a screen pass from the 2. Bro, I didn't even realize this was imperialism. Yeah, it is. All right. UCF, we got the quarterback dancing. It is an empty backfield. Florida can clutch up and gain a lot of land right here. They're going to get back to Nitro, and just like that, the home team is lost, and Florida Gators are taking over all of the land. They're celebrating the win. They came up clutch on defense, and now it's time to make those changes to our Photoshop map. So let's go ahead and load in to our iPad view. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't see it. Where's the iPad? Chat, we're going to handle this. There's just a few technical difficulties. That's it. We got to just pop this up. Is LSU still in? Yes. Texas is still in, Kendall. Yes, and they're actually in there. All right. I got to do this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. I don't know if my computer's bugging like crazy right now. Oh, no. I hope we don't bug. How do you turn on timing based catches? It's in the settings for sure. Mark, what's good? Go Tigers? Bro, we can't be rooting for LSU in here. Come on now. Close the program. All right, I gotta go turn the fan up, boys. It is hot in this room. All right, I gotta load this up. We're gonna try this one more time because hopefully y'all will be able to see. Wait, chat, I got it. Wait, there. That's where the iPad's supposed to load up. All right, it's just taking a minute. And then we'll get into it. But basically, we are taking our 118 teams down to 1. Oh, why is this not working? That's frustrating. Bro, my camera hub's not working now. Did you get the creator access this year? I sadly did not. I did not get early access to the game. So I actually could not, I couldn't, release videos early, but you know, it's still fine. All right. I got to see if this is going to load now. But listen, in the long term, in the meantime, how we doing today, chat? How have y'all been? Are you winning with every single team again? Yes, but it's not going to be like that's going to be next year. Pro Gamer, yes, I am back. Bro, I'll be back in a bit. I'm going to go swimming in my pool. Hey, sounds fun. B-Fit, what's good? Hey, Zucchini, what's up? How you doing today? So I didn't really think about this option where my camera just completely stops working. Let's stop recording for sure. All right, we're still live, which is good. Then we're going to go into this. I just got to play around where I can finally get the actual program that needs to be working for you guys to see the iPad. All right, give me 1 minute, chat. All right, I don't know how that's going to work. Yo, Hendog, thank you so much for following over on TikTok. Oh, this is so annoying. I wish that this was working better. But I can't seem to get that to work. All right, let's Control Shift Escape. We're going to delete it this way. End task. And then I promise, boys, we're going to be loading back into a game soon. I promise. All right, how about this? In the meantime, I'm going to have to go into Photoshop on my PC. All right, so in the meantime, we got to do this the old-fashioned way, chat. I hate that we do, but we're going to load it up, and we're going to have to make changes based on this. So Cincinnati's already out. Command D, just wait. All right, Cincinnati is out. and Ohio State took over that land. And then we just saw Florida take down UCF. So we're going to go ahead. Give me 1 minute. All right, so with UCF officially losing, we are going to take UCF land and we are painting it completely blue. They are now out of this thing. I do want to bring this down, just paint it a bit more, make it all pretty for y'all. But this is what our new map is looking like. So if you guys are just now tuning in, this is what the map looks like. And then we got to go and remove them from our wheel spin as well. So give me a minute to do that. I got to go remove UCF. We're scrolling all the way down and going to UCF. Got to remove the right one because that would not be good. But UCF is being deleted. And we'll save. And then is there a way to send this to my desktop? All right, I got it over to the desktop. I'm sorry, chat. I really wanted this to be a smooth process, but you already know it's not going to be. But we just got to react on the fly. We're not going to let that affect us. We got to come over here, open up the Spin the Wheel app, close out of Discord. All right. So now we are going to be spinning for a new team and then arrow spinner. Actually, wait, chat. Wait. Once again, 1 minute. I'm sorry, boys. This is not the most effective stream, but I'm trying. All right, and then we want arrow spinner. All right, I got to go to the CC and golf later. Hey, have a great rest of your day, Bear Dog. Take your time. I just feel bad because you guys are in here for a reason, you know? All right, now we officially have that set up. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. What is this? Wait, what? Un momento. Copy message link. I don't want no Wheel of Fortune. Is that going to work? It finally works. There we go. Oh my God. It took forever. All right. So now we are officially going to spin the wheel for our next attacking team. And it looks like we are going to see Auburn head on the attack. And now we got to see what direction Auburn's going to be attacking in. But if you guys can take a look at the map, Auburn could be fighting Florida for that land that they just took over. They got Georgia to their east. They've got Auburn to even more of their east. If they're going north, they got Georgia Tech to their east as well. They got Alabama if they go to the north. And then if they go to the west, they're playing Southern Alabama, USA, otherwise known as. But we will go ahead and load into our arrow spinner. We got to go to our full cam and let's see who they will be attacking. The arrow is spinning and it looks like they want to go northwest to take on none other than Alabama. We got the good old Iron Bowl in this one. So let's go ahead and load into our game now. And it is time to get things started. Go right there. All right. How exciting is that? We finally get the Iron Bowl. Cody, are you going to get Madden 27? Yes, I will be getting College Football 27 or Madden 27. Can you go on Play a Friend and see if there are neutral sites? I don't know if there is, and I would, but I'm running I'm recording for a YouTube video right now. So I'm trying to get this done as, fast as possible. It's going to take like 4 days. But let's go ahead and give Alabama home field advantage. They're 99 overalls. Big Al the Elephant is going to be there. And then we're going to have Auburn attacking them. Albie the Tiger versus Big Al. We're going to be ready to go. And it is time to see how all this rocks. Yo, the trip to Chicago was amazing. I met some amazing creators. And I just had an overall great time meeting everybody. Pro Gamer. That's just how Mascot Mashup works. We're going to dominate. Hey, we'll see, Cade. I don't know. I personally think Alabama's got this one. But I will go ahead and show you guys the poll whenever it works. And I will let you guys decide, who do you think's going to win, Bama or Auburn? Type 1 in chat if you think Bama's going to win. Type 2 in chat if you think Auburn's going to win. You guys get 1 vote. Remember that. All right, let's go ahead and pop that off. CS says 2. We got CFB Playoffs saying 1. Kate says 2. John says 2. Bro, people rocking with Auburn like that? I didn't realize. All righty. Trying to carry Coastal right now in CFB. That's the attitude right there. He doesn't take a lot to carry us. All right. We are going to go ahead and see who's going to win in the Iron Bowl in Mascot Imperialism. Bama's going to be the first team to score. It's going to be 7-0. Auburn is going to take the lead 14-7. They score quickly 21-7. Bama, what happened? Yo, we're supposed to be good. This game isn't even really close. Auburn does get the ball back, and it is officially a 1-point game now, or 1-score game now. So jumping into the Iron Bowl, we just have under 3 minutes left. Auburn is currently leading Alabama 28-22, and they have to basically try to score here and just keep the ball away from Bama, because if they do score here, makes it a 2-possession game. It makes it really easy to go ahead and win. Albie's going to take the direct snap at QB. We're going to see Alabama waste their first timeout. They're not wasting any time, or that's their second timeout actually. So they only have 1 timeout left. So if Auburn is able to pick up a first down on 3rd and 6, they very much could just run out this game. We'll see it. Albie takes the snap. He's going with the fast pass. It's going to be a first down. And now we see Alabama take their last timeout. Luckily, they do have the 2-minute warning. But with 2 minutes, 43 seconds left on the clock, if they pick up another first down smart, then this could be game over. It's not game over just yet. D1 Waddle, yes, the Pop-Tart mascot is in the game. Albie gonna take the snap. It's gonna be a rush. They're only gonna get, okay, they don't even get any yards, but that should bring us to the 2-minute warning. Do you have a favorite mascot? Bro, it's gotta be Chauncey. Coastal Carolina's mascot? That's by far the best. All right, Albie. You should not hike this ball, but they're going to anyways, and he's just running backwards, but I guess it doesn't matter because he's going to go in and score a touchdown, officially making this a 2-possession game, meaning that Auburn just took down Alabama out of this Mascot Imperialism. Oh my, chat. Let's go ahead and toggle this. That is insane. Actually crazy that that worked out that way. I can't believe it. Ain't you a bandwagon Ole Miss fan? No. John, I've been rooting for him for 2 years. This is going to be 3 years. All right, we can go ahead and fast forward now. Jump ahead to the end of the game. Alabama doesn't even stand a chance. And just like that, I honestly consider this an upset. Auburn takes down Alabama in the Mascot Iron Bowl. So now we got to go ahead and head over to our Photoshop because for some reason, nobody expected this. Big Al is getting removed from our map and Alabama is turning blue. Who would have thought? I definitely could not have told you that was happening, but I guess we did have 8 people vote for Auburn to win. So now this is what our map looks like. We do need to go ahead and remove Alabama from our wheel. Copy. Alabama is getting removed. And now we can go back to full screen because we got to go ahead and spin for our next attacker. Big Chewy, of course I remember you. Where's Georgia State? I guess their mascot couldn't get added to the game. All right, let's go ahead and spin this thing. And it looks like we're going to be in the O's. And we are going to see Oregon attacking. So Oregon is really in this interesting scenario where they got Oregon State. They've got Washington. They've got a small sliver of Washington State. But they got Boise State. So we could be seeing the ugly blue field. We've got Nevada to their south. And their southwest, they've got Cal Berkeley. So you guys can see that. But now it is time to go ahead and spin this arrow to see what direction Oregon will be attacking. I've got that being Cal Berkeley. So Cal Berkeley is going to be the team that they will be attacking. They're trying to defend that land. Oregon could honestly start to rival Wyoming for the most land if they win this. Let's go ahead and load into a game though. All right, now we set it up. That's how this works. Y'all got Oregon? Oh, I got to end this last poll and then run it again. I wish that this is something that you could do, John. I'd have you running the polls. All right, Oregon or Cal. Go ahead and vote on the poll, guys. 1 for Oregon, 2 for Cal Berkeley. Honestly, if I had to choose one, I think Oregon wins. We can't have 2 massive mascots get knocked out back to back. That just isn't happening. But we got Oski, and now we got to go Oregon. And we got the Duck. We got the Duck versus Oski. Oski, whatever his name is, he's going to be trying to defend his land from the Oregon Duck. How do you use the Pop-Tart mascot? I think you just go to him and use him. I actually don't really know. But let's go ahead and advance to the game. Right now, we got 5 votes for Oregon. A lot of people think the Ducks are going to knock this thing out of the park. Big Chewy thinks Cal Berkeley. Innocent Wreck thinks Cal Berkeley. And then John also thinks Cal Berkeley as well. Yo, the Football Man 8. Thanks so much for following the live over on TikTok. All righty, chat. So now, what do I need to do? I need to hide the poll because it is time to watch Cal Berkeley try to defend this land. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. That Savage Vlogger says Oregon wins 31-22. Hey, that sounds like a good game. That sounds like a good game. Cody, did you hold Texas captive and force him to donate earlier? No, never. Never, bro. Dogs rule. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember you. Did you change your name? I can't see profile pictures anymore, so that does kind of hurt. All right. Let's see what's gonna happen. Starting off the game, it looks like Oregon has possession, but Cal Berkeley is gonna be the first team to score. Oregon responds with a field goal, but now Cal Berkeley is up 14-10, 21-10. Now we're entering the 4th quarter. It's 28-10, 35-10. Oregon. Why did we get to see the Duck play football? Cal Berkeley dominates, and that is our 2nd upset in a row. 100% pass completion by Oski, 342 yards and 4 touchdowns. I mean, the Ducks are ashamed. And I don't see why. That is the craziest stat line I've ever seen. So for the 3 of y'all that actually voted for Cal Berkeley to win, props to you. Props to you. We got to go into Photoshop now
And we got to go ahead and remove the duck from our mascot imperialism. I know a lot of people watching this after the fact, not watching it in the stream, probably really wanted the duck to win. That's most people's favorite mascot, but he is now eliminated. And Oski has claimed all of his land. Y'all didn't even see that. I got to go to half the load. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys watching after the fact are probably rooting for the Oregon Ducks, so it sucks to see him go out, but now his land is going to be painted yellow, and Oski is claiming that territory. I honestly think that that was a favorite, and they are already eliminated, but now we got to go ahead and load into this. We got to go ahead and remove, we got to remove Oregon from our list. Can you imagine? I don't think anybody could have sat here and said that they thought that Oregon would be eliminated right after we saw Auburn take down Alabama. Two crazy matchups, and the underdog takes it. But let's go ahead and spin to see who our attacking team is going to be next. We're in the R's, and it looks like we're going to be seeing Rice go on the road. So, loading down into Rice, they've really got, I'm going to say 5 options, but it's really basically 3 main ones. You got UTSA if they're going south at all. They've got Texas State if they're going to the west. If they go north just barely, they can get Baylor. I think Texas is basically safe unless we get a perfect arrow that lines up in that path. But then they could also be facing Houston as well. Of course, it does come down to the wheel spin at the end of the day. What this arrow says is the direction that they attack in. Let's go ahead and see which direction Rice wants to go. They want to go north. So taking a look on the map, if we put it on north, I think that is perfectly Baylor. So the Baylor Bears are going to be trying to defend the Hawks. I think that's what they're called, but let's go ahead and set it up and then run it. That's how this is, chat. I'll go ahead and end the last poll, and we'll be able to start a new one. But we're going to play Mascot Mashup, play now. Let's get it, boys. We got Baylor as the home team. They're going to have home field advantage. Obviously, they're 99 overalls. Everyone is. But Bruiser the Bear is going to be trying to defend off Rice. So Sammy the Owl, I think that's his name. But let's go ahead and load this thing up, and hopefully we actually have some action that we can load into this. So we've got Rice at 1, Baylor at 2. I'll go ahead and start the poll. You guys should be able to see it now and start your votes. Do not put that on me. What do you mean? All right. I'm going to give y'all a minute to go ahead and vote in the poll for who you think is going to come out on top. We need to see the proof. So if you don't vote, how are we going to know who you think is going to win? I'll go ahead and advance to the game, and how it's going to work is in the future, you guys are going to have the time during the runouts to go ahead and make your votes, guess and everything. And one of the cool things with Baylor hosting is they actually have this cool tradition that got added into the game called the lineup, or the run out, the line, something like that. But basically, all of their fans run out with the flags. They're all gonna take off, and this is such a sick implementation. It makes the game even more real, so you gotta love it. Yo, D, hey, Halsey, what's good? But there is Brutus, the Baylor Bear, and the rest of Bruisers are coming out. Do you remember my name? I used to be Hyper, and I was the LSU fan. Certified. You changed your name, I can't remember, because I can't see profile pictures, sadly. But there we go. We got Sammy taking the field as well. Rice winning on everybody in this stream except me? Really? I don't know. I'm rooting for Baylor here. I think Baylor takes it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close the poll though, because it is time to run into the action. We got 72% of y'all that think Rice is gonna win, but I'm actually going in the opposite. We obviously do have to check, and loading in, Rice is going to kick off our scoring with a touchdown. There's a lot of action in this game mode. Baylor is going to tie it up. They're going to go ahead with a field goal. Rice is going to answer. Baylor scores a touchdown. Rice scores a touchdown, and loading in, we have a tied game, but it looks like a team is attacking in the red zone. So jumping in, Rice just got the ball on the 22-yard line, and they've got a minute 57, all 3 timeouts to try to drive down the field and hopefully take down Baylor. That would mean that 8 of y'all got it right. Yo, Kale the Pac-Man, what's good? All right, Sammy takes the snap. He's going to find the drag underneath. It's going to be a big pickup to go to the 37-yard line. That's exactly what you wanted to see if you're rooting for Rice in this one. A minute and 52 now. The clock is beginning to tick, so the ball has been placed. Now it's all about them actually getting down to the line and getting this snap off. We've got the QB doing somersaults back there. I'm going to switch to this view. We're going to see a wide open man on the sidelines, but he does get tackled in bounds, so this clock is going to continue to run. They forgot to put the USC mascot in the game. I think he's in there. Am I forgetting? I don't know. Rock Chalk, thank you so much. If Rice wins, my predictions are 3-0. We'll see, Big Chewy. We'll see if they end up taking it down. All right. Sammy takes the snap. He's got a man running first, and this ball's almost picked by Bruiser. That would be a crazy change of pace. Rock Chalk. Is that not what I said? Big Chewy, you can't call the team you're rooting for an idiot. Can't call Sammy an idiot. Third and 4 now. Sammy takes the snap. He throws it to contested coverage, but they are going to pick up the first down, and that brings him to the 41-yard line, and they only need 41 more yards to potentially, well, no, they could just kick a field goal. For some reason, I thought they had to score a touchdown, but we could just see them kick a field goal, and they're going to be good to go. Dylan Edwards for Heisman? I don't know about that one. All right, they only need a few more yards to be officially in field goal range. They're going to run it there. It's going to be 2nd and 8. We'll see what they decide to do because they still do have all 3 timeouts, but I would not feel comfortable kicking like a 57-yard field goal from here, I think it is. Yo, thank you so much for the sub, Christopher. Thank you so much. All right, they're going to run it again. It's 3rd and 9, and I guess they're confident in their kicker. That being said, I also forgot a whole nother aspect to Mascot Mashup, but if you watch RBT short, apparently these kickers can kick like 80-yard field goals. So this should be money by Sammy as long as they can drain the clock, but that does make me surprised that Baylor isn't even trying to use any of their timeouts. That being said, Sammy's going to run it again, and we are officially going to bring up 4th and 8. And they're going to trust in their kicker to potentially get our first last-second field goal into the game. We'll see if Sammy's got the leg, though, and we'll see if the CPU's smart enough to take a timeout. It looks like it's Baylor actually taking the timeout, putting all the pressure on an iced last-minute field goal for Rice. This could be a big upset right here. They got the lefty kicker on the field. Let's go ahead and see how it works. It's in slow-mo. The ball is up, and the refs say it's good. So Sammy takes the 3-point lead, and with that, there is 1 second left, but I'm pretty sure Baylor just lost all of their land to Rice. That's a devastating last-second field goal. But Big Chewy, you might be right. Cade, I should still be live when you get back from the pool. We will go ahead and see what Sammy can do. He's going to kick this one deep. Bruiser should call a fair catch. He's not going to. And so just like that, Baylor is being eliminated from our College Football 27 Mascot Imperialism. Elijah, what's good? Dang. I don't think I've gotten a single guess right yet. I really don't think I had. I really thought Baylor was going to win that, but instead we are painting the northern portion of Texas blue, and Rice is now going to take over that land. So for those of you guys just joining, we're running Mascot Imperialism, and this is what our wheel looks like. or what our map looks like now, we do have to go remove Baylor from our wheel spin. I can't forget to do that. And then we'll go back here because it is time to see who the next mascot that's going to be attacking will be. It looks like we're in the R's again, but it's going to keep on rolling. And it looks like this time it's going to be Oregon State. And Oregon State might need to get revenge for their state mates because basically their only two options are Washington Huskies, which, let's all be real, we ain't rooting for them because that is a furry. And then you got the Baylor Bears, or Cal Berkeley Bears. But this thing's creepy. I am sorry. This thing is creepy. Washington by far has the worst mascot. No, my Baylor, I know they're out of here. But listen, we do have to decide what direction they attack on with the arrow, but it looks like they're trying to get vengeance for Oregon, and they're going to be going back to Cal Berkeley. All right, let's load into a game. And then we just got to go get it all set up. Bro, I'm not a furry, chat. That's not true. Whoever told you that's lying. So we got Oregon State against Cal. I'm going to go ahead and start the poll. And remember, y'all have until we start the simulation. So type in chat. It's 1 for Oregon State, 2 for Cal Berkeley. We're going into mascot mashup. Remember, Cal Berkeley just took down Oregon. I'd be backing them if anybody. But then again, y'all shouldn't listen to me because I've gotten all of them wrong. All right, we're going to Oregon State. Benny Beaver. Oh no, they're the attacking team. That could have really ruined the Imperialism. But we've got Oski with Cal Berkeley trying to defend his land, and then we got to go to Oregon State trying to get vengeance for their teammate. There we go. Spider-Man says that he's got Oregon State. Just wanted to let you know I'm wearing my War Eagle swim shorts. There you go. Trying to get them. I do want to make sure that I did spin Oregon State. Yes, I'm making sure that I didn't get Oklahoma State because that would be an issue. But it looks like this is how we got it. We got 5 people, 6 people saying Cal Berkeley's going to win. Only 2 say Oregon State. So it is time to go ahead and see who is going to take the cake. Auburn fan says 1. Bro, Auburn fan, you'll be happy to learn that Auburn took out Alabama earlier. Oh, I guess I technically should have left it up because we do have the run out soon. And there we go. There's your look at Oski again. Did Tennessee go yet? No, Caleb. And Caleb, thank you so much for following on TikTok. But no, Tennessee has not gone yet. I will show you our map after every single round. That's how we're doing these things. Landon, thank you so much for the follow on TikTok. I hope you're having a great day, Landon. All right, and there's Benny Beaver trying to get vengeance for Oregon. We're playing in California Memorial Stadium. It's going to be a good game. You can already tell. Did South Carolina go yet? No, they have not. Caleb, Tennessee has not gone yet. On Cody, Cal is winning. Bro, I voted for Cal. So if I'm in the wrong, I'm in the wrong. But let's go ahead and jump into our sim. And it looks like Oregon State is going to start out the scoring. They're going to go up for a 2-possession lead. It's 14-7. Luckily, Cal Berkeley does still answer. And it's going to be 17-14. We're going into the 4th quarter. Cal just made a jump, and they are now in the lead. But let's go ahead and jump into the action here. And it looks like we're tuning in with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. We're going to let this one just play out. I mean, they did make a comeback, Big Chewy. Yo, KB the Gamer, thank you so much for subbing. I wish that was always there. I gotta figure out a way to pin that. Maybe if I do this, like that, and put that right there. Because now if I click that, yeah, it still stays. Okay, perfect. All right, Oski gonna take the snap. He is going to get down to the 32-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 2, and this clock continues to tick. Hey, CFB Playoffs, welcome back. Georgia is still in it. Yes, they have not gone just yet. I'm an Auburn fan, if you can see by the profile. I didn't know. Auburn fan _1. I really didn't know that you were an Auburn fan. Who would have thought? All right, but this clock continues to tick. It's 2nd and 2. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to run. He's going to pull it. It was an RPO, but it's going to be incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 minutes, 48 seconds left. Now we're in a 3rd and 2 now. Kansas win? No, Terrell. Kansas has not gone yet. Bears prods? No. North Carolina has not gone yet. My profile is Byron Brown. He's a new Auburn quarterback. Okay. All right, Oski. This is a big first down. If you can pick it up, it's going to be an outside run. He's got plenty of room for the first down. He tries to juke. Luckily, he does stay in bounds. And you've got to expect Oregon State to start using some timeouts. Terrell, thank you so much for the follow on TikTok. We'll see what they can end up doing. They're at the 22-yard line, and honestly, if they score again, they're already up 4 points. But if they can score again, this is just going to get really, really hard for Oregon State to come back. Oski going to keep the ball on the ground again. They only get 1 yard, but that's really all they need because they just need this clock to just keep on churning. Who do you have winning? I had Cal Berkeley winning. That's who I thought was going to win, and it's crazy that we might see both Oregon teams already out of this competition. Oh, I forgot I should be switching the scene as well. All right, we do see Oregon State take their timeout. That is their first. That stops the clock with 2 minutes, 37 seconds left. Are you friends with Eric Raw? What do you mean? Is that, I don't know who Eric Raw is. All right, Oski decides to pass, and he's going to pick up the first down. No, it's 4th and inches. I wonder what you do here. Honestly, you're up by 4. If you kick a field goal, yes, it's the safest thing because then you're up by 7, but I'd go for this. I love the decision by Oski. He's getting risky with it, and they're going to run it for a touchdown. I mean, just like that, that is going to officially cement Oregon State's time in this imperialism over. Obviously, we're going to sim it through just to see, but it really looks like Oski just solidified himself in the next step of mascot imperialism. Which mascot is your favorite of all of them? Gotta be Coastal Carolina. All right, but just to make sure we're not wrong, we're gonna go ahead and sim to the end of the game, see if Oregon State can pull off a comeback. They're not going to, so that means that Cal Berkeley has officially defended their land for the 2nd time as they move to 28-17, as they win it 28-17. Hey, TIRW, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. So chat, y'all know what that means. We've got to go ahead and remove what little portion of Oregon was left by an Oregon team, and we have to claim that land for Cal Berkeley. How crazy is that? This is what our map looks like now. I'll go ahead and pan it for you guys to see. But that is crazy. If you told somebody coming into this that Alabama, Oregon, and Oregon State were out of here, I don't know if they'd believe you. But we do need to go ahead and remove Oregon State from our wheel spin. We're going to go down to the O's, find Oregon State, and they are now out of it. And now it's time to go ahead and pick our next attacker. So we're going to spin the wheel. Once again, y'all are going to see me spin the wheel 128 times this time, or 118 times. But this time it's going to land on South Alabama, so we officially get our first look at USA competing. And just to remind you guys of their options, USA has 3 options to be frank. They've got Florida if they want to attack to the southeast. They've got Auburn if they want to attack north to like the east-ish. And then if they want to attack west, they're going for Southern Miss. So that is going to be determined basically by our arrow spin. We're going to go ahead and spin it. And if that's anybody, that's going to be Florida. Because they're attacking like that, you go down, you're going to glimpse Florida. So Florida is going to be another team that we've already seen compete. They took down UCF. They did go into overtime to do so, but we'll see if Albert has what it takes to hold on to all of the land that he currently has. So let me go into a game. We got to go into game. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and return to the menu now. Thoughts on Byron Brown? I think he's a good quarterback. I just don't know how he's going to adapt to the SEC. I won my first game with Coastal. Let's go, Gavin. Atta boy. All right, and now we got to make it where Florida is going to be defending their land. Albert, 99 overall. And then we got to go to South Alabama. I actually don't know how they're under here. Okay, they are under South Alabama. So we've got Southpaw taking on Albert. Oh, I got to do the poll. All right, chat. Who do you guys have? 1 for Florida, 2 for USA. Florida all the way. Oh, my God. Chat, I'm going to go get some water real quick. Bro, I literally have the hiccups right now. As if we needed another wrench in a stream. I got the hiccups. But I am refilling the water. I've got Propel. This whole thing is filled with Propel. So y'all know we chugging. Jordan on TikTok says, I remember watching your QB 24-hour Road to Glory stream. Bro, you were in that one? That's awesome. Tough voice crack? Bro, I know. That's fire. All right. It looks like Florida's winning our poll right now. They've got 5 votes to 4. I'm on TikTok too. There we go. Supporting all over. Hank Greer thinks that Florida's going to win. And Brandon does as well. We got the Florida Gator fans doing the chop. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. But we'll see if they can defend their land from South Alabama. Yeah, Big Chewy. You were here early if you remember the Madden CFB mods. Spider-Man, my first pump ass kick will be coming out tomorrow. How's Hoosier? He's good. He's still in it. Gators own Florida? We'll see. They could be getting knocked out, though. They were able to take down UCF. So they won 1 game. But we'll see if South Alabama can eliminate the Gators. They're going to start out with a football, and they're going to open up our scoring 7-0. Florida answers with a field goal. It's 21-3 jumping in after halftime. We might not even get to see the action, but we will. I'm going to go ahead and slow it down. All right, so jumping into this game, we've got South Alabama with the ball. It's 1st and 15 from the 31-yard line, and they're currently beating Florida by 3 points. I'm re-recording that, chat. All right, so jumping into the action here, we've got South Alabama up 21-18 against Florida. It was 1st and 15, but that incomplete pass is going to make it 2nd and 15, and Florida does still have hope. Would you say Hoosiers one of the best mascots? Nah, that's all Chauncey for Coastal Carolina. That was Straps. It's saying you're not live. It's tripping, bro. What do you mean? Carter, what's good? Oh, encoding overload. All right, I got to fix that. I don't even know how to fix that, though. All right, 2nd and 20 for Southpaw after that penalty. He is going to go with a screen pass, and Albert's going to get there really quick. On my Xbox friend list, it says you're on Netflix. Yeah, that's because my Xbox is on Netflix right now. I typed in your YouTube name. It's not the same thing. No, it's on More Modix for TikTok. All right, this is a big 3rd and 19. Southpaw takes the snap. He's going deep, and Albert almost picks it, but then drops it, and then Southpaw almost catches it, but he drops it. So now it is 4th and 19. Hey, Fried Chicken, thank you so much for the follow over on TikTok. Oh, are the Indiana Hoosiers still in it? Yes. All right, Southpaw looking to bring the lead up to 6. We'll see if he can drill the kick. It looks good by a mile, and it's right down the post. So that is going to bring us to a 6-point lead. But if Albert can score a touchdown, then he'll be good. Brutus is still in it. Yes, Fried Chicken. Bro, I might need to try that peanut butter strat. Whoever was saying that. A spoonful of peanut butter? Does that make your hiccups go away right away? All right. Albert is going to get the ball. He is going to fair catch it. So they're starting at the 25-yard line. All right, Albert takes the snap. They're going to go with an RPO, but he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. This clock is starting to tick down now, and they only got 1 timeout left. FaZe Caden, yes, Maryland is still in it. No Cody Mustard will make your hiccups go away. I don't like mustard. Can't stand it. All right, will Albert be able to pull off the comeback? He's got somebody on a drag, but on the middle of the field, he's got a man wide open. Down the field, he's got a man wide open. They're across half field now at the 45-yard line. Oh my God, they might pull off an upset. All they got to do is score a touchdown. Riley L, yes, LSU's Mike the Tiger is still in it. All right, we'll see what Albert can do. He's going to find a man. Southpaw has a chance to end the game, but he drops the pit. My predictions are always right. I don't know, bro. Did you vote for Florida? Is Cosmo still in it? Yes. Yes, Justin, he is. All right, Albert. What are you going to do? He sends a man in motion, brings someone back to the backfield. The running back's still now in motion, and they're going to go with a short pass. You got to go up the field. 3rd and 8 now. They got to pick this up. Obviously, they would go for it on 4th down if they needed to. Who all's been eliminated? Cincinnati was eliminated first, then UCF, then Alabama, then Oregon, then Oregon State. And I think now we're watching this game. All right, Albert. He gets hit as he throws, but they are going to pick up the 1st down. And you got to start worrying about the clock now. There's 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Luckily, they are in the red zone now. Oh, and Baylor got eliminated. I got the free trial. I'm going to use it Monday for the deluxe. There you go. Dude, if Florida sells, I'm leaving stream. Bro, let's hope not. All right, Albert takes the snap. He's got a man. Another 1st down. They only need 8 more yards to go. You got to keep on going back to the pass, right? Johnny Football Glazer, thank you for liking the stream. This would be crazy if they pull off the upset. Not upset, but like the comeback. It really looked like Southpaw was going to win that. FaZe Caden, thank you for the likes. Albert, wide open, and they're going to score. I can't believe Southpaw didn't defend that one. But just like that, if Florida can kick the extra point, they are going to be up. Riley L, I'm on both Twitch and YouTube. Hey, I appreciate it, John Football. Wow, Albert is just wide open on the out route, and he finds himself in the Enzo, Twitch is a little laggy. Is YouTube laggy at all? It's definitely my encoding settings. I don't know what that means. Spider-Man says Wyoming mascot Pistol Pete is top 10 mascot. Yes, lag. All right, it looks like Florida has drilled the PAT, so now South Alabama has 3 timeouts and 46 seconds left to try to get any kind of point. Fish Taco, thank you for the live. All right, Albert is gonna kick things off. Southpaw takes the kick. We have not seen a kick return just yet. We've got Southpaw quarterback moonwalking though. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Jump over here on my camera. He's gonna go deep. Albert bats it down. All right, so there are 40 seconds now. For real, the lag is crazy. Bro, the CPU is working. All right, Southpaw takes the snap. They're trying to get a lot of pressure, and Albert drops a pick. Oh, he was so close to getting it done. What are my encodings? All right, so now it's 3rd and 10. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Southpaw takes the snap. Florida's not sending too much pressure. And Southpaw is going to get the ball at the 48-yard line. I think that's in field goal range too. Is this a new camera angle for what, CFB playoffs? Southpaw takes the snap. They're definitely going to be in field goal range now. Florida's got to start to worry. 26 seconds, 2nd and 4. I assume they run the football here. Gonna take the snap. Fake the handoff to the wide receiver. Southpaw's gonna get it. He is gonna get tackled in bounds, so they're gonna waste their last time out. So 22 seconds left. 3rd and 2. If they get sacked, this game could be over. So that makes it really weird that they choose to waste that last time out. And they're gonna get sacked. They have to bring the kicking team out. 15, 14, 13. If Southpaw wants to stay in this imperialism, he is going to have to hurt. 12 seconds? Wait, what happened? I don't understand. Is the clock still ticking? They're showing the replay. 6, 5, 4, 3. He's got to get his kickoff. 2, 1. He was lined up, but they can't get the kickoff in time. And Florida somehow survives. Oh my God. They shouldn't have wasted their timeout. I literally said that if they took a sack, they would lose. And Florida somehow comes back against USA. Oh my, chat. That's insane. All right, give me 1 minute, boys. I gotta call somebody real quick. I gotta call Miles, for those of you wondering. I need something with the OBS. Well, I don't know what the encoder settings would do. Yourself.
I'm trying to open my OBS. See, go to settings, go to output. What does it say for video encoder?
I just see streaming settings, video encoder. NVIDIA NVINC H264 depreciated.
Yeah, it should be good.
Well, I'm also recording things while I'm live, you know?
You check your recording code.
They're all different, I think.
That's true. Then they should all be H and Bing.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, let me check. No, I've got one on software X264.
Yeah, change that to NVIC for sure.
But I don't think with source record it can record on, oh my god, how am I trying to explain this? I don't think it can be on the same encoder, or it doesn't work.
That's the case. I don't know. Is it saying you're like dropping frames?
I don't know. People are saying on YouTube that it's lagging. Bro, I also have the hiccups. Can you imagine?
I can just watch and see if I can like notice what we can cause.
Okay, and then you're just gonna type in chat.
Yeah, I'll just type over it.
Okay, I'm gonna see if the iPad starts working, but the iPad crashed, so I've been having to use Photoshop on.
Did you know it's so funny? My run, I'll stop crashing also. I like can't play.
If anything's gonna go bad today, it's this, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right, chat. We're gonna see if the iPad wants to actually work now.
Alright, I'll be in your shot.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, Gray, what's good? Dylan Gaming, how you doing? It was just the gameplay that was lagging a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry that we're having technical difficulties on the stream. Like, that's the last thing I wanted for release day, you know? Yeah, Miles. So my camera hub isn't responding anymore. I can't even open it on my computer, and that's how I fix the iPad not working. All right, so iPad shot. That idea is out. So I gotta run it on this now. Cody, are you rooting for Coastal Carolina in this one? Yes. And listen, we do gotta go ahead and open up Photoshop so that we can go ahead and remove Florida remove South Alabama from our list. I gotta make sure that I'm recording. All right. So now let's go ahead and load into our Photoshop. Half load. There we go. And we have to remove Southpaw. He was really close to taking down Florida, but sadly, it was just not enough as we see Florida take over that land. And now Auburn is definitely going to be meeting Florida soon. All right, so we also need to go and remove USA from our wheel spin. USA is officially eliminated. And let's go ahead and spin for our next attacker. Who's it gonna be? We're in the U's again, and it looks like it's actually gonna be UTEP, so we're going to the state of Texas. So I will pull up who they have their options. We got the Miners right here. We've got New Mexico if they want to go north. If they go east, then they've got TCU. If they go southeast, they've got Texas. And those are their only three options. But we got to spin our arrow to see which direction they're going to be attacking in. And that looks to be directly east. And by the look of it, I would honestly say that's going to be TCU. I think Texas is completely left out of this. And TCU will be trying to defend their land against UTEP. I'm going to get a
full of peanut butter so that I can try to stop hiccuping. Because this is annoying, chat. This better work, y'all. All right. I don't know if it worked. Yo, base is unloaded. I don't know if you remember me, but I was here last year for the San Jose rebuild. That's awesome. I appreciate you tuning back in. All right. I think that actually might have worked. But we got to go load into some other games. We are going to be going into the game, and we are going to be having UTEP trying to take over TCU's land. Cody, remember, I'm the Rutgers fan. All right, dogs rule. I'll remember that now. I got you. Give me the Horned Frogs. Honestly, if I had to choose a team, I think TCU is just a better overall team. I mean, that being said, I've been wrong a lot, but I think the Super Frogs are going to have this as well. We do have to go and make UTEP the attacking team. Where are they? UTEP. There we go. We got the Miners versus the Super Frog. All I gotta say is you guys shouldn't be rooting for Miners. But we got Pistol Pete against the Horned Frogs. Let's go ahead and see what happens. TCU's winning on Cody's house. All right. Yeah, give me the Horned Frogs too, Riley. Has Auburn played yet? Yes. Auburn played against Alabama, and they actually knocked them out of the tournament. I never have hiccups because I always eat peanut butter. I mean, I guess that's a strat. I got the spoon up here now for when I want to run it again. Or if I need to. Set it right there. Can you do a Lenore Sellers pump pass kick? I can totally do that. Yo, Yankee 99, how you doing today? All right, let's see if TCU can somehow make this happen. They do luckily have home field advantage, but we are going to go ahead and jump ahead to the end of the game. UTEP is going to be starting out with a ball. They score a touchdown on their first possession. TCU does answer, but UTEP answers right back. At halftime, our score is tied 14-14. TCU finally takes the lead. It's 21-14. It's now 24-14. We're going to go ahead and slow this thing down and jump into the action now, as there is 2 minutes and 30 seconds and counting, but UTEP is luckily on the other side of the field. Honestly, they need to score here or this game could be over. They're down by 10 points right now, but the Pistol Pete's, is this Pistol Pete? I don't know. But he's going to take the snap. He's got a man wide open, but he's trying to force the ball, and that one's just going to fall incomplete. No lag. Let me know if more issues. All right. I'll let you know. I just stopped recording the iPad, so that could be it. I have no clue, though. They said that just the game was lagging, so I honestly have no clue. We got an empty backfield for UTEP here. They're going to go ahead and take the snap. He's got a man on the drag, but he's going to sense some pressure by a Horned Frog, and he's going to throw that ball incomplete. Do the poll? I'll do it next, Big Chewy. I'm sorry. I forgot. I had to go deal with the hiccups, that whole situation. So that's why we didn't do it right away.
But now it is 3rd and 10. They still have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. So hopefully they can score pretty quickly. They are going to take the snap, and he's going to decide to juke, making it 4th and 2 rather than picking up the first down. I don't even know what you're doing, but luckily the clock does stop. But if TCU gets a stop here, this game's over. And by far over. Miles, can you check again? Oh, they're going to go for the field goal. Has Aubie played? Yes, he has played. Is it lagging for anybody else? Let me know. I think it should. Oh no, it's saying encoding overload again. Definitely some game lag now. Yes, on Twitch. Yes. All right, we're gonna rework it after this game then. I just hope that the recordings aren't messing up. Lag. It's good on TikTok. Hey, Smith, welcome to the live stream. All right, well, here's the deal. TikTok, we're also live over on YouTube, so pop over there. I do have to end the live on TikTok. Confirm. All right, I'm hoping that fixes it. And then low key, chat, I think we're also going to end on Twitch. So listen, if you guys are on stream, pop over to the YouTube. It's ModixHD on YouTube. But peace out, Twitch. All right, now I'm hoping that helps, Miles. Did Nitro do any good? He got knocked out by Florida. But luckily Florida's still in it. I'm also going to get rid of that. L ads. Bro, are you kidding me? It ran ads? That's annoying. All right, that's right there. All right, we're going to try to load back into things and hope that it doesn't bug out again. All right, let's go ahead and play options. And we are jump ahead to the end of the game. I wish that things worked perfectly, chat. It does suck that it doesn't, but there was one ad. That was it. Perfect. Y'all are back. That's all that matters. But listen, TCU just got the ball. They're at their own 20-yard line. It is 2nd and 7 with 1 minute and 52 seconds left. UTEP does have they have 2 of their timeouts left, but TCU is officially going to pick up the first down. UTEP's going to go ahead and spend their 1 timeout, but it does not matter because TCU just officially solidified their land, and they're also taking all of UTEP's land as well. I mean, they just got to keep this ball on the ground. I recorded that kind of prematurely. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, they're going to pick up a first down there. It tackled inbounds. Their last time out, now they should. Bro, is it lagging again? Oh my God, bro. How do we fix this? How do we fix this? Every time you are in gameplay, it lags, but if you're paused, it doesn't. All right, thank you for letting me know. I'm trying to figure out how to fix this. Because that means that our recording is going to be scuffed as well.
The only thing that I can think of is don't record desktop at the same time. None. Hide that. Hide that. Because then we have our gameplay. Lag. I'm sorry, chat. I'm so sorry that this is happening. Still? Wait, chat, is it still lagging when I'm full screen? Is it still lagging? Has Virginia Tech played yet? No, they have not. No, no, no. All right, it's not lagging. No, not for me. All right. MSU has not played yet. No. Haven't even started trying to record, though. Yo, what's good, Patrick? How you doing today? We are just working through some technical difficulties right now. And then I'm hoping to be back. All right, chat. Here's what's going to happen. I am going to restart my PC, try to load it back up. The stream is not going to end. It's just going to say like offline or something. I will be right back. All right. That's the only way I can think to fix this. So give me 1 minute. All right. We should be back, chat. I think we should be back. I'm hoping it's not lagging. If it is, then I don't even know what to do. Are we good? It's working? My iPad's working too, which is awesome. Because that's exactly what we needed to do. Bro got Wi-Fi from a garage sale? Yeah, basically. Does it look like it's working though? This is still the basic one. All right. I gotta open up Stream Deck. I just don't know why my computer can't handle this. Has Rutgers played yet? No, not yet, Dogs Rule. Not yet. All right. We're good there. We're good there. I can't open up Photoshop. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good, chat. All right.
So I think we should actually be rolling now. We should be able to see the map, and y'all should be able to see the wheel. Or yes. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. So in that last matchup, we saw the Miners lose to TCU. Did we even see what happened? I don't even know what we did. I'm not even gonna lie. Are we still in the middle of a game? We are. All right, no. So we did see TCU officially win. So we're going to go in and we are removing the Miners from our map. That we can actually do. So we're going to take the Miners. They are gone. We got to select their land now. And we are actually going to be painting it TCU's purple. Let me grab that. Let me upgrade. All right. We're going to deselect that. And then we just got to bang. Just like that, TCU has officially gotten off of, knocked off them. Am I allowed to go and eat? Yes, sir, John. Of course. I work for EA, so I'm rigging it. So I guess the same as me. I don't think people are really going to buy that. Not going to lie. All right, wait. Now I got to... Oh, we forgot to... Let me see. This is a modified version of the wheel. It still is 116. Oh my god. All right, we're good. We're all good. I just need to actually lock in and delete the teams that we've already eliminated. So, does anybody remember the 6 teams that we eliminated so far? I know Alabama's out. We can delete Alabama. I know that South Alabama's out. We can delete them. They're under USA. I know that Oregon and Oregon State are out. And Oregon State are out. Who else did we have lose? UFC and UTEP. Good looks, chat. UCF. And then UTEP. We just did UTEP. Yeah, so delete them. Can't see TikTok. TikTok is done. Yeah, sadly, I had to close out TikTok, Auburn fan, because it was not working. All right, I have no clue how to do this quickly and see if I got everybody. Berkeley, Clemson. Is Cal Berkeley still in it? Yes. All right, I think we eliminated... Have we eliminated 7 teams so far? I think so. All right, so now it's time to finally spin for our next attackers, and it looks like we are going to be landing on Wyoming, who actually has the most land on our map. So I will show you guys that right now. If we go onto our map, this is Wyoming right here. So he's surrounded by Nebraska, Minnesota, Utah State, Washington State, Colorado, and Colorado State if he goes to the south. But obviously it is all decided by our wheel spin. So let's go ahead and spin that wheel to see which direction he wants to attack to. It looks like he wants to go northeast. So that is going to be none other than the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And the beauty about this game is whoever wins this match is officially going to have the most land on our map. Obviously, Minnesota does have the most, the home field advantage. So I'd honestly probably have to go with them, but we got to load into our game to see how it ends up. And guys, I can't do the, I sadly can't run predictions anymore, just because it's taking too much off of my PCU. So I can't do it, sadly. Wyoming on Cody's Apple headphones. You got the away team in it, Big Chewy? Hey, what's good? Why not me? How you doing today? All right, so Minnesota is going to be our home team. We got to roll down to Minnesota. We got Goldie Gopher there. And then Wyoming is going to be... Actually, I think Wyoming's the last team. Yeah, so Pistol Pete versus Goldie Gopher. Honestly, I think Pistol Pete's the better mascot. So I'm going to go with him. All right, let's go ahead and advance. Just trust me, Big Chewy, you haven't been wrong just yet. So who knows? Caleb, I have no clue. I don't think I remember saying that you could get mod automatically next time. I feel like I'd remember saying that. But just be patient. I'm still trying to work out all the flows of actually being back streaming. So I can't make any promises, you know? All right, we get to see Minnesota's walkout. Pretty fire. Yeah, that was Minnesota. And they got Schema. What does that even spell? Schema? Is that like a Minnesota thing that I don't know about? Anyways, we got to go ahead and see what's going to happen in this game. Minnesota is going to start out our feeling with a field goal. Wyoming does answer with a touchdown. Minnesota gets a touchdown of their own. At halftime, our score is 17-10, and it's going to be a two-possession game with 2 minutes left. So let's go ahead and jump back into the action. Let's sim to the end of the game. Wyoming currently has the ball down 13 with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. Wyoming currently has the ball with 14. Bro, I gotta lock in. So Wyoming does actually have the ball at their own 37-yard line. The only issue is they're down 14 points. So there's no telling what could end up happening. They do still have all 3 timeouts. So if they do score quick, then maybe they can go ahead and kick an onside kick or get a stop and just keep on going. But that pass is going to get them into opposing team's territory, but it is also going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So they don't have that on their side anymore. They got to make something pretty quick. Minnesota dominated the first half. So now it's time to see if Pistol Pete can come back or if he's going to be our next mascot that's going to be eliminated from College Football Mascot Imperialism. He's going to take the snap, go with the slant, and he's going to fumble the football, and Minnesota recovers. So now Wyoming needs a miracle, but I'm pretty sure that the Golden Gophers just secured a lot of land on our map. Dang, DJ Rutgers is still in it. Yes, Big Chewy, you're officially wrong for the first time. Look at this hit on Pistol Pete. It was a simple slant, and I think that's game. We will obviously see what they have in store, what they can end up doing, but they're not even going to pick up the first down. They call the first timeout, and I think we're going to sim this one out. I don't think this one's ending in a comeback. Sadly for Big Chewy, we're going to go ahead, jump ahead to the end of the game, and y'all have it. Minnesota takes the win, and that means that they now have the most land on our map. We're going to go ahead and jump over to our iPad view so that I can go ahead and make it happen, but sadly, Pistol Pete is no more. We got to claim all of his lands for Minnesota. We got to load his selection, select that. Go ahead and select that color and then just paint on over. Deselect. So with that, I click this button and Minnesota now has the most land on our map. And this is what our new map is officially looking like. How crazy is that, boys? Minnesota takes down Wyoming. A lot of people were saying that Wyoming was their favorite team. But let's go ahead and load in here because we do now officially have to delete Wyoming from our list. Gotta scroll all the way down. They're the last team and they're officially gone, leaving us with 110 teams left. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing cooking. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel, and it looks like our next team that's gonna be attacking is gonna be FAU. So zooming down into Florida, FAU has all 4 options remaining in Florida. They've got FIU if they go south. If they go southwest a bit, they're gonna hit Miami. If they go west, they're hitting USF. And then if they go north, they're gonna be trying to battle the Gators to claim all of Florida. But remember, how we figure this out is we gotta go to our arrow spin. So we're gonna go ahead and spin the arrow, and it looks like they're going to Miami. And y'all know I'm rooting against Miami because obviously I'm an Ole Miss fan. I do not want Miami to do well. So y'all know who I'm going with, but Miami does have home field advantage. So that is the one thing they have going for them. We'll see how it turns out. Veronica, welcome back. Cody, you know what that means? Break the headphones, bro. I'm not breaking my headphones. That's not happening. But I will go ahead and load us into the next game so that you can make a new prediction, because I feel like you need to get your get back. But Miami is going to have the home field advantage, and then we're going to Wait, which one did I load again? FAU. I was in the wrong one. That would not have been good, but that's why we checked. So we're going to Florida Atlantic. We got Owsley versus Sebastian. Who do y'all think wins? I mean, you gotta go Florida State at this point. Florida Atlantic. Sorry, not Florida State. That was weird. But honestly, I feel like you gotta go Florida Atlantic, or you just don't know ball, you know? Is Ole Miss in there? Sadly not. Ole Miss's mascot did not get added in. So that's why we started with 118 teams. And sadly, Ole Miss was just one of those teams that hasn't gotten added in just yet. But we're seeing the Sebastians run out to the field. There's a whole bunch of them, and I'm just hoping that Owsley will be able to take care of business. Caleb, I don't really remember you beating me in College Football 26. Don't remember that. Is Auburn out? No, Auburn is still in the game, which is awesome for them. All right, let's go settings. I need to turn on low power mode for the iPad. There we go. All right. But let's go ahead and see if Florida Atlantic can go ahead and take down Miami. I'd be so happy if they do. They do not start out our scoring. Miami's going to get a field goal, then a touchdown. Florida Atlantic does answer with a touchdown of their own. But at this point, it's already Miami's game to lose. It's 31-21. It got close there at the end, but it was too little, too late. And Miami's going to take over all of the attacking FAU's land now. So sadly, we don't get to see what I wanted to happen, as we have to go into our view. Just give it a minute to update real quick. Are you kidding me? The iPad just broke mid-play. Oh my God. Does Auburn have a chance against Miami? I'd say so. I'd give most teams a look against Miami, especially with 99 overalls. Hey, welcome back, Dogs Rule. Imagine if Michigan had a Wolverine in mascot. That would be sick. Supposedly, they're coming out with Michigan later. Do you know the kicks? Do you know the kicks are like 100 yards? What do you mean, Auburn? I had to DoorDash Cody smoothies every day? I don't think you do. It would be so cool if the iPad started working. Hey, Sly, thank you so much for the sub. If you ever step foot in New Hampshire, you will be obliterated? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, he kicked a 100-yard field goal? Yeah, I did see that. I don't get why this keeps crashing. I really don't. Cody, do you prefer Rutgers or Maryland? Maryland has a cooler mascot, to be fair. All right, give me a minute, chat. All right, can you guys hear me? For some reason, now the iPad wants to work again. I don't even know what's going on with my technology, but we do have to go ahead and make that change that we just saw. Miami sadly does take all of FAU's land. So we got to go in, and I hate to do this, but we got to remove them. Yo, who just subbed? CX, thank you so much for the sub. I want to make sure that I'm able to read this. Yeah, CXMPK, P2K, thank you so much for the sub. All right, close that. No, cancel. All right. Let's go half iPad. All right, so we got to take all this lands. We got to select the layer, and then we got to select Miami here. Bro, are you kidding me? Caleb joining the membership. Hey, let's go, Caleb. W's in chat for Caleb, chat. Let's go. Thank you so much, Caleb. All right, we're going to select that orange, and now we're going back up. Bro, where even is this?
I can't find the layer. All right. Let's just paint it. Oh my God, no. Back. V bang. All right, now we'll go ahead and erase it. There we go. Finally, it takes me a while to learn Photoshop on the iPad, but Sebastian has now claimed all of that land down there. So this is what our map now looks like. We do also have to go and remove FAU from our wheel spin though. So let's scroll down to the Fs. FAU, you are no longer. Now we have 109 teams left. Let's go ahead and spin for our next team who's gonna be attacking, and it's gonna be NC State. So this is actually one of the first times that Coastal is gonna be up for competition because NC State has Duke to their north, UNC to their west, Coastal to their south, and ECU to their east. But of course, it all gets determined by this arrow spin right here. So let's go ahead and see what direction they want to attack in, and they want the ECU Pirates. So now we got to load into a game, and we got ECU. Grayson McCall. Bro, you don't got to bring up Grayson McCall. Is this going to be a multiple day series? Yes, Veronica. And I hope that it just gets smoother every single day. Go Virginia Tech. They are still in it. Go Alabama. There you go. Alabama's actually out, though. Hate to break it to you. All right. So we got to have ECU. I got to learn the alphabet first, but East Carolina is going to be our defending team. And then we got North Carolina State, who's going to be the attacking team. There we go. NC State. So we got Miss Wolf versus Petey. And I'm going with Petey in this one. I ain't rooting for Miss Wolf. That's just weird. Why does it randomly load? The iPad? Caleb, is that what you're talking about? Cody, stop ignoring when you threaten to take away my family and stomp out my tortoise. I forgave you? I don't remember doing that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember doing that. All right. So we're seeing ECU's run out right now. And we will see what they can make of Mrs. Wolf. Who do you guys got? Go ahead and let me know in chat. iPad from garage sale for 10 cents. It's not the iPad's issue. It's actually the connection to my PC. Cody, where is my girlfriend? I don't know where your girlfriend is, Caleb. All right, let's go ahead and jump ahead to the end of the action. NC State's going to start things off, but Miss Wolf cannot get on the board. East Carolina is finally going to get on the board. It is now 10-10. They actually scored pretty quick, 17-17. Now, we finally have a game. We're going to jump into the action. Wrestling fans, thank you so much for the sub. All right, let's go ahead, jump into the actual game. East Carolina is currently down by 4 points to Miss Wolf. Those tails look bizarre, but we'll see what Petey can actually do. He's got men crossing, but Miss Wolf is going to take him down at the 30-yard line. And that was 4th down as well. I didn't even notice. So now East Carolina needs a stop. All Miss Wolf really needs is a couple first downs, and she will officially win this game and take over their land. Yes, I am still dating Kira, guys. Jaden, Georgia has not played yet. All right, we'll see what they can do. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. 1st and 10. Petey is going to get a stop in the backfield, and they are also going to call their first timeout. Cody, you were in my top 3 most watched streamers. Let's go. Texas has not played yet. No. On 2nd and 11, Miss Wolf is going to take the snap. She's going to have a wide open wide receiver. Going to pick up 9 yards off of that, but ECU calls their second timeout. It's 3rd and 2, and honestly, if ECU can get a stop here, they are in a very good situation to potentially drive down the field. They are down by 4, so they cannot let anything happen here. They're going to stop her on 4th and inches, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. So if you're ECU, you really had to ask, do you go for it on 4th down? It does not look like they are going to.
They're going to punt this ball over to ECU, and this is a bomb of a punt. It's going to be a touchback, so that means the Pirates are going to be starting on their own 20-yard line, and it is time to see if they can make it work. I'm going to take the snap. It's going to be incomplete. Bro, are you kidding me? It's lagging. I don't even know what to do. I really don't, chat. Miss Wolf gets the pick to end things off. All right, chat. I'm sorry to do this, but I gotta go fix my PC. I gotta end stream for the day. We'll be back again tomorrow at 10:30. I just have to. I think I'm gonna wipe my PC so that I can have it clean. I really wish this would have worked. It was gonna be a lot of fun, but we're having technical difficulties. So, yeah, be back tomorrow for 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'll be live in the morning. But thank you for being in here. Thank you for trying to support me, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to try to go to work. But I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one tomorrow. Peace out.